Hi, I'm Peggy Oliveira. Thanks so much for joining me here today. Today's topic is possibly a little sensitive, though it shouldn't be, or there's no need for it to be, I guess I will say. But it may potentially be a little triggering, so just be conscious of that. Today I'm going to talk about a natural, normal, physiological response to sexual stimulation. Yes, I'm talking about an orgasm. And I'm talking about this because this is something that comes up for so many people who have been abused or assaulted. However, most of those people are incredibly reluctant to talk about it because there's so much shame associated with it. And I think part of that is because we don't talk about it. We don't talk about the fact that it happens. And so when somebody's experienced it, and especially now that people are talking more about sexual abuse, but if somebody's experienced it and they're reading all this information about sexual abuse, but nobody's ever talking about the fact that somebody can orgasm, then they feel like they're the only one, which not only reinforces the sense of isolation, but reinforces that there's something wrong with it. So we're stopping that now. Having an orgasm during sexual stimulation of any sort is normal. It means that you have a healthy body. It means that you're able to respond to sexual stimulation in the way that you were designed to. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that you wanted it. It doesn't mean that you liked it. It doesn't mean that you're a horrible person because you had an orgasm during an abuse experience. It means none of those things. And it's time to let go of the shame. When you are sexually stimulated, it is natural to react to that. It's the way we're designed. It's the way our body is meant to function. When you're a child and you're going, and your body is developing, there's a lot that's happening that you have absolutely no control over. You know, I think we've all heard stories of little boys who wake up with an erection or ejaculate during their sleep, have a wet dream, and they're kind of mortified by that. But it's the way that we're designed. It's the way that it's supposed to happen. For procreation, for satisfaction, for pleasure, it's the way that it's supposed to happen. Females don't have something so obvious happen because our genitalia is not so out there, I guess, as much as a male's is. So for women, you can be sexually stimulated and there's no outward sign of it. You can have an orgasm and there's not necessarily any kind of outward sign of that, like there is for a male. And so what is important here is that it's time to let go of the guilt, the fear, the shame associated with experiencing any kind of sexual feelings during an abuse experience. It's time to let it go. There's no reason to be ashamed of that. Your body just responded the way it was designed to. And it means that your body is functioning the way that it was designed to. One of the things that happens when somebody's experienced orgasm during an abuse experience is difficulty having an orgasm during healthy sexual encounters as an adult. Not always at all, but sometimes that can happen, which can kind of reinforce that shame. But part of the reason that that tends to happen is because there's such a block emotionally because of the same shame associated with it that you don't allow yourself to just fully be in the experience. And you deserve to experience that. You deserve to experience that with a partner who you choose, with a partner who wants you to feel the connection and the physical pleasure associated with it. You deserve that. And it's time to let go of the shame so that you can move on with your life and have the kind of sexual relationships and pleasure that you deserve and maybe want, hopefully want. So, there's a lot more that I could go into, but I really just wanted that information to be out there. So, please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I'm happy to respond. If you feel ashamed and are not comfortable talking about it, it's okay. You don't necessarily need to talk about it, but you do need to let it go. And if you feel badly about it, you need to forgive yourself, forgive your body for responding the way that it was meant to respond. It's time to let it go. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time.